gentlemen, I have an intro card for him somewhere. Okay, this is the man. Well, you know this guy. He's the guy who put this whole show together. So not only are you going to love his jokes, but you love him already for making this show a possibility. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the man of the hour, LeBlanc!
Thank you. I'm going to start off the show by apologizing for two things. One is that I am going to be reading my cue cards here from time to time, but it is okay because I do have a doctor's note. I was recently diagnosed with a disease that when I was 6 years old, my parents said that might come back to haunt me in life. I just got the results lately and come to find out I've been diagnosed as being stupid. But it's okay, although there is no cure. I am going to blend in. I'm simply going to move to Hillsborough. No, but it's okay to make fun of Hillsborough. I mean, they are still one of the only communities in New Brunswick that are using Ancestry.ca as a dating site. And the other thing I want to apologize for is that you come here expecting to see our headliner, James Mullinger, and you get Roger LeBlanc, which would be the equivalent of ordering a toaster strudel and getting a fucking Pop-Tart. Now, my daughters have been playing soccer with Kodiak Soccer in Moncton for the second year, and we've gotten to work closely with Susan Gamble, who's the manager of our team, and we've gotten to know Susan quite well. How well do we know each other? Well, we've seen each other naked. Let me explain. I know, your husband's right there. And he's bigger than I am. I saw her naked. She didn't see me because I was a little too far in the woods with my binoculars. And I have to admit, I was only holding my binoculars with one hand. Oh, my left hand was holding onto the tree, but I like how you think. And don't laugh, Donna McMillan, because I've seen you naked too. That time I was holding my binoculars with my left hand. Because my right hand was holding on to Ricky Cormier. His right hand was holding on to Charlie Gova. And his right hand was holding on to the tree. Donna, I think I speak for all of us. It would be much safer and practical if next time you were to get dressed in the basement. My wife and I have been married this year for 20 years, and we still have sex regularly, or Ash. You sound surprised. And we still have sex regularly, or as my wife calls it, 3 minutes of her life she'll never get back. I exaggerate on the 3 minutes, but... And although this is a fundraiser, last year we had a similar fundraiser. We did a bottle drive, and we got to this house. He must have been saving his bottles for years. He said, back her up, we're going to load everything in your trailer. As I'm backing up into the yard, I accidentally backed over his cat and killed it. Yeah. The mother and the kids, they come out of the house, they're crying, they're screaming, they're freaking out. They take the cat, they put it in a box, they go back in the house. I'm standing very awkwardly with the father in the yard. Finally, I said, listen, I'm sorry, I guess I'll be going. He said, hold on. He gave me every one of his bottles and $250 in cash. I guarantee he's not going to miss the cat. Recently, we had to put down our 16-and-a-half-year-old Jack Russell. Oh, you say, oh, because you didn't know the little bastard. Now, it was pretty obvious on Sunday that it wasn't working well for him. So on Monday night, we made an appointment to get him put down. And on Sunday, while it was still light out, I went out to dig his grave. My wife didn't know this. She lets the dog out. He comes to find me at the grave. I'm leaning against my shovel with tears in my eyes. I look like a government employee who just lost his dental benefits. But it's what he does next that really got to me. He jumps in the hole and starts digging. I know. I lose it. I look at the house, nobody's watching, so I hit him with the shovel and buried him right there. $150 in my pocket is better than Elmwood Vets. She's looking at me like, oh, you bastard, I can't believe you did that. I would never hit a dog with a shovel. I used a hammer. I recently caught my daughter surfing porn on the internet, and for a punishment, I had my wife surf porn with them. Not sure who got more punished than that one. I am the father of 17-year-old twin daughters. They're beautiful, they're athletic, they're smart, and they now each have a boyfriend. So the big debate at the house is, do we put them on the pill or simply kill off the boyfriends? Now I decided probably better put them on the pill because a guy my size does not do well in prison. I know because I've seen blurred videos on YouTube. Wouldn't be pretty trying to defend myself in prison either because I'm not a good fighter. Come to think of it, I'm not a good lover either, so whether you fight me or fuck me, you're in for a huge disappointment. And that's the last time I let my wife write a joke for me. Now, when I was about 6 years old, I got kind of molested by a Santa Claus. I was sitting on his lap going through my list of things I wanted, and he started to rub my leg, my bare leg. Come to think of it, I should have been sitting on his knees in my underwear. Matter of fact, when he went to court, the judge says the way I was dressed, I was kind of looking for it. And that's the same Christmas that my dad thought that I might be gay because I would not stop playing with my brother's Barbie dolls. And really, playing with dolls, I mean, who's it going to hurt? I mean, I turned out perfectly normal. Same with my brother. She's doing great. Now, I recently had to break down and get glasses. You know when you're younger and your mom says, if you don't stop that, you will go blind? I figure glasses is phase 1 of my mom's prediction. Now, I only need glasses in my late 40s. That's pretty awesome, because the way I was going as a teenager, I thought for sure I was going to need a seeing eye dog for a graduation gift. Didn't take any chances either. Grade 12, I took a course in Braille. It's not like we're going to stop. I said earlier, you might want to plug your virgin ears. We're going to be talking about masturbation. Or, well, we call it masturbation around here. In Buktush, they call it sex without your sister. No, but it's okay to make fun of Buktush because they are the second community in New Brunswick to use Ancestry.ca as a dating site. Where was I going with this? They say, see, the stupid part, the Hillsborough part, that's what I mean. They say you'll never forget your first orgasm while masturbating. For me, it was October 25th, 1980. I believe it was a Tuesday afternoon, sunny with a 30% chance of rain. I'll never forget that date, and neither will the other kids on my school bus. Especially little Debbie, whose name I happened to be crying out at the time. I'm not going to lie to you, that was an awkward bus ride to school. Now, times were much simpler back then. You had two choices. You had Playboy magazine or the Sears catalog. Now, my dad actually caught me doing it to the Sears catalog once. Not so unusual, but he was a little worried I was doing it to the lawn tractor section. Kind of a weird kid that way. Now, just after that, my mom discovered that I might be masturbating too much. And how did she know? Well, I was using her face cream as a lubricant. Who would have thought that oil of Olay could take wrinkles out of more than your face? No, you should see it down there. It looks like it's 20 years old. But like my wife says, looks 20, acts 50, not a good combination. Then after that, my mom got the bright idea to prevent me from doing it so much, she duct taped oven mitts to my hands, hoping it would prevent me from masturbating. She was wrong. That's the weekend I discovered that if you put enough KY, you could probably masturbate with sandpaper. Speaking of which, about 2 weeks ago, I actually won a bet that I actually masturbated with sandpaper and had an orgasm, and I won the bet. So my daughter owes me $50. Why, did I say something wrong? I am growing older, turning 50 this year, and not sure I like everything associated with growing older. First thing, this beard's starting to turn gray on me. I actually went looking for hair color for men the other day. There's a new brand on the market called 50 Shades of Grey. You know they're coming out with a movie, right? You heard that? Yeah. I still think they picked the wrong guy to play Mr. Grey. They should have used the Canadian icon, Red Green. No, but you can imagine the last line of the movie.
You know, if women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you kinky. Remember to keep your stick on the ice and your handcuffs near the bed. Oh, and by the way, spank you for coming tonight.
The other part I don't like about growing older is the dreaded prostate exam, or now that I've had it done, I refer to it as prescribed rape. I'm pretty sure something went wrong with my exam, because when I got home, I had to Google fisting. Fully expecting to see a picture of me and my doctor, and wondering why the hell is he naked from the waist down. Now, the last thing I hate about growing older is that when I was younger, I used to be able to pee my full name in the snow. I tried it this winter, I ended up peeing on my boots. Kind of started looking like a sprinkler now. The men will understand this. It's kind of like going peeing after you've had sex. You're not really sure where the hell it's going to go. You end up deflecting it in the toilet with your wife's mirror. Now, I can only guess that if this trend continues, by the time I'm 60, it'll probably come out as a fine mist. And by the time I'm 70, it'll probably come out as a powder. I'll have to mix it with water to have it look like urine. And I can just imagine a visit to the doctor when I'm 70 will probably look something like, "So, Mr. LeBlanc, did you bring your urine sample?" "Oh yeah, I got it right here." I really should try this shit at home before going public. I'm so glad you guys laughed at that, otherwise it would have been a huge waste of cocaine. Folks, that's been my time. My name is Roger LeBlanc. Thank you for coming.
He's got special effects and everything. Boy, I can tell from the smell that's not cocaine.